Humanity has always asked the same questions when looking at the sky. Are we truly alone? What secrets are hidden beyond the moon? Is it possible for us to break away from Earth and live on another celestial body? And perhaps the most critical question, how far can our technology really take us? Half a century has passed since the Apollo missions, but these questions have never disappeared. When the last steps were taken on the moon, humanity knew it would one day return. The return, however, would not only be for nostalgia, but to unlock the door to the future. NASA's Artemis program and its centerpiece, the Orion spacecraft, have become the most concrete step toward answering these questions and satisfying this curiosity. Because Orion is not just a space capsule, it is humanity's new gateway to deep space, a bold step into the future. Orion's design embodied this vision. With its 5-meter diameter and capacity to support 4 astronauts for weeks, it was built for deep space missions. Its systems provide oxygen, recycle water, and filter carbon dioxide, guaranteeing the astronauts' survival. Its thermal shield, capable of withstanding temperatures above 2,800 degrees on re-entry, is one of the strongest heat shields ever built. The service module provided by the European Space Agency supplies power, propulsion, and resources, turning Orion into a symbol of international collaboration. In November 2022, with the Artemis 1 mission, Orion made history, even though it was uncrewed. During this first attempt, it entered lunar orbit and safely returned to Earth, laying the foundation for future journeys. Traveling 1.4 million miles during its 25-day mission was one of the clearest demonstrations of its capabilities. Artemis 1's success paved the way for crewed missions. Building on this success, Artemis II is set to make history as a crewed test. Scheduled for 2026, astronauts Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen will be the first to step aboard Orion. By performing a free return maneuver around the moon, they will test systems for human use and practice safe return procedures. Artemis II will be the final major trial before humanity lands on the moon again. Artemis III, planned for 2027, will be a milestone. Humanity will return to the lunar surface after half a century, and for the first time, a woman and a black astronaut will walk on the moon. Orion will transport them to lunar orbit, and the landing will be carried out using SpaceX's Starship landing system. During the approximately 6.5-day surface operations, astronauts will collect geological samples, especially exploring the South Pole region, where water ice may be found. This ice could be used in the future to produce drinking water, oxygen, and fuel. One of Artemis's most important aspects is not only returning to the moon, but also achieving scientific objectives. Are there truly vast reserves of water ice on the lunar surface? Can this resource make space missions self-sustaining? What secrets does the moon's geology hold about the formation of Earth and the solar system? And how does the human body respond to prolonged low-gravity conditions? The answers to these questions are critical not only for understanding the moon, but also Mars and beyond. Yet these journeys will not be easy. Beyond the Earth's magnetic field, astronauts face intense radiation. Orion provides protections to mitigate this risk, but complete safety isn't yet possible. Psychological resilience is just as important as physical toughness, since long-duration missions create stress and isolation. Muscle and bone weaken rapidly in low gravity, making regular exercise essential. The human body and mind will face new tests in deep space conditions. As preparations for these challenges unfold, the responses from around the world have been varied. Scientific communities have described Orion as a new leap in human evolution, and universities showcase it as a model for young generations. Countries like Europe, Canada, and Japan, which contribute directly, call the success a shared victory for humanity. During the Artemis I Live broadcast in 2022, millions were glued to their screens. When the mission completed, social media buzzed with comments like, "Apollo's legacy has returned." Countries such as China and Russia have watched these developments closely. China has accelerated plans to establish a lunar base, and the world is sensing the stirrings of a new space race. Of course, there are criticisms too. Some argue that the billions spent could go toward Earth's problems, especially climate crisis and hunger. However, most experts stress that investments in space technology will benefit Earth in the long run. All these reactions show the program is not just a NASA project, but a global initiative that concerns all humanity. Space is once again a part of the dreams of societies worldwide, not just scientists and astronauts. International collaboration plays a critical role in this process. Europe's service module, Canada's robotic systems, Japan's logistics support, and the agreements signed under Artemis Accords transform the program from solely an American effort into a global vision. Space is now a stage for partnership as well as competition. With the Artemis program, the Moon will also become a gateway to Mars. Bases established here will serve as fuel production centers and life support hubs for Mars missions. Orion will act as a reliable bridge between Earth and Moon, while advanced technologies, nuclear thermal rockets, permanent habitation modules, resource processing systems, will accelerate the journey to Mars. All of this is redefining humanity's position in the universe. Lunar bases will form the first permanent habitats beyond Earth. Journeys to Mars will make us a multi-planetary species. Orion marks the beginning of this grand vision, a symbol of courage and science joining forces. Now, when humans look at the sky, they are not just watching the stars, they are moving toward them. Orion is the carrier of this great journey that expands humanity's horizons. And the essence of this journey can be summed up in one sentence. With Orion, humanity is rewriting its future by surpassing the sky. To continue exploring the secrets of space and humanity's bold journey together, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think reaching deep space is just a dream or a reality of the near future? We eagerly await your comments.